Hi everyone and welcome. I'm Marcie Besecker, an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up, and I am from Clovis, California. Thank you for joining me this evening. It is not my normal evening, but tomorrow is our family Easter gathering, just about an hour north of us. And so I was just cleaning off my mat. And so I'm not going to be around tomorrow, so I thought I'd pop in today and show a really cute card I'm excited to share. Let's see, I want to say hi. Hi, Eva. Hi, Stephanie. Hi, Leslie. Hi, Hilda. Welcome, everybody. I was playing around with some of our new product. I was super excited to share. So we are going to create this card right here. Look how cute that is. Of course, we love shopping, right? So I was really happy that we had a shopping stamp set. I was going to look. It is not $1 million stamp set. I kind of thought it might have been, and I meant to check that because this is right up my alley. I think this is going to be a really cute card for people that purchase. So if you purchase in March, you are going to receive one of these cards. These are going to be my thank you cards. So it says, shopping is always a good idea. And then on the inside, I said, thanks. So isn't that adorable? So we're going to create this card. I'm going to show you some fun ideas with this embossing folder as soon as I find what I just did with the embossing folder, because I just had it out and I was showing my this embossing folder to my team, and I just had it and now I can't find it. Isn't that funny? Well, I'll find it. Okay, anyway, so I just had a team meeting and I was just showing them the different size of this embossing folder, but I will look for it and I will find it. I just had it, which is so weird. Okay, well anyway, so I will show that to you in a minute. Let's see. Hi, Linda, Eva, hello. Hi, Marion. Annie, welcome from North Dakota. Marva, hi, Mary. Oh gosh, Stephanie, you are welcome. Hi, Connie. Hi, Brenda. Marcia and Barb, welcome. Nancy and Nell, welcome. I know this is not my normal day. My normal day is Wednesdays and Sundays at 5:30. Unless it's bingo night, then of course we are on at 5 o'clock on Bingo Wednesday. It is a cute stamp set, Teresa. I really like it. So let's just grab some business and get it out of the way first. April, I am not going to have bingo. I will be doing a bingo in May. And in May, you will have new product for the... Sorry, I'm still looking for that embossing folder. There will be new product in our May bingo. So the new product will be live then. And so we're going to have some really fun projects in May. So that you are able to register for. There's a link below for everything. So there is first our bingo. Secondly, I have a paper share. And it is, registration is open for the paper share up until April 31st. And I will be including the latte, the zinnia, and also the glimmer paper from the online exclusive. That was new paper, and several had asked that that is included, and I thought it should be because it's new paper and we all love it. And then also coming soon is going to be the flat rate boxes if you purchase from me 100 plus. And I say coming soon, I'm sorry, it is current now. If you purchase from me between now and the end of the month or while supplies last, I will be sending out flat rate boxes, and they are not ready to be shipped out yet. I do have some ready to go, but I'm still, I'm going to be pulling more and more items as time permits. Right now I can't send out the new stuff, but it will be coming your way. So I do have a lot of boxes that I have ready to ship. So I'm going to be sending those out this week. And then I'm just going to keep going until I run out of items to send out. So if you purchase now, know that a box will be coming your way. through the end of the month, or until I announce on my Facebook page and on video that that I'm out of product. So those will be coming out. Is it over by your mini stamp emboss? You know, no, that is adhesive sheet paper, because I'm going to use that on my new stamping blends. But it's so funny, I just had it in a video. Luckily, I've already used it for our project, so I don't need to worry about it, but still very odd. I must have stood up and set it down somewhere, so I don't know. It will show up. It's, you know, 8.5 by 6 or whatever, so it's got to be somewhere. I did get up and grab something off the printer, but I'll find it. I don't need it for the video, so that's what's important, right? So anyway, if you are interested in the paper share, please register below May Bingo, and then also purchasing 100 plus from me using my host code. So you can click on the link below to shop with me, and the host code will go right into your shop with you. So you can do that. Did you put it in the drawer? I looked, it's not there. It'll come up. It'll come up. It's so weird though. I did leave the room, but I didn't take anything with me. But that's okay. I'll find it. All right, so let's just get busy. We are going to create this super cute card. I just loved it. I loved the dot background. And so I thought, okay, this is the one that I did on the the unboxing video that I did. And I just ran it through the embossing folder so I could show you that. I'm going to look in my drawer one more time, because I kind of wanted to show you on the picture, on the folder, that you could use it in different areas of the embossing. Oh, I found it. It was over next to my catalogs, but it was in between, and I looked, but I thought I better look again. So this one, I put the paper right in the middle of the embossing folder, but this one I decided to change it up a little bit, and I went ahead and moved it up some, not all the way, because I wanted the circle kind of where our cart's gonna go over here, but then I really wanted this big fanned area out, which, looking at this, it kind of looks the same, so I don't think it's gonna make that big of a difference, but we'll check them out together when we do that. Okay. All right, so let's move that over there. And we're going to get busy. We're going to do some blends, and I'll give you the blend colors as I go. Thank you for the liking and sharing, Melanie, and also Eva. I really do appreciate that a lot. And thank you for the thumbs up, you guys. I do appreciate that. All right, so here's our stamp sets that we're going to use. We're going to use Attention Shoppers, which is such a cute stamp set. And I showed you when we did the unboxing. We have the cart here. I have tape there because I'm going to be cutting out a bunch for my thank you cards. And then we have all of our dies for all of our cute pieces right here. Then I wanted to use, the shopping is always a good idea, but I was like, which label do I want to use? So then I pulled in the new ones, the Unbound Love, which I just really, really like. And look how cute this is. So I did the scalloped one, which is right here. And then I did this one here, which is like an inside lace. So I did the inside lace on top there, so you can choose your colors. And then I did white emboss. So cute. So, and then I'll show you which embellishments I used. They're new also. All right, so let's go ahead and start our card. I did do a little bit of die cutting and such. My husband's like, how long is your video? Because we haven't eaten dinner yet, because I just had a team meeting. So I said, we'll get there, don't you worry. All right, so what I did do is I did white emboss on Pretty Peacock. And again, I used the shopping is always a good idea up here in the corner. All right, so there's that. And then here's the other one. Now it also gives you this. So wouldn't that be cute for like a comic video or something? But I think it would be really cute, kind of looking like a sunshine. But anyway, it would be a great label too. It just comes right out of the middle of there. So we have that. But we're just going to use this one. and I'm going to show you how I did this. I took this, first of all, you want to make sure you get all your little chads out, because I don't like to leave them in. Okay, they're all out. And so now I'm going to take, and I'm going to put my tweezers right in the middle where the circle is, because there's not going to be glue right there. So I'm going to take my small glue here, and I'm just going to go in between a little bit. That was a lot. We don't want a lot. In between each little, I don't want a lot. Remember, this is going on darker paper too, so I don't want it to ooze out. So I'm just going to put a little bit in between each little lace dot right there. Our glue holds so well, just a tiny bit is going to work. Okay, right here is where it had quite a bit, so I'm going to take some of that off. And now I'm going to put this on, and it goes right where the stitching is on the other one that you see. Okay, and the words fit in just right. I'm going to move that down just a little bit. Move that. And you're just barely going to see the stitching around the outside. So you can see a tiny bit right there and a tiny bit right here. But that looks pretty good. Okay, so we're going to set that aside and let that dry. Now let's go ahead and bring in my small grid sheet. You can see I kind of did it right here and kind of came up with some different colors that I liked. We are going to use Granny Apple Green. I have a whole stack of it over here. So I used the light, let's see if I did the light. Yeah, the light Granny Apple Green. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go across and do the lines going across. Okay, and then I'm going to go down here, down. Okay, and then I just turn it because it's easier for me. And I'm going to go up here. It's just easier for me to go. And I'm going to do it one more time. I'm going to do an extra layer, because I want this to be a little darker, because I'm going to use the light lemon, what is this one called? Lemon Lime Twist. And so it's a lot lighter. And so I definitely want this to look darker and not blend with that. So I'm going to do another coat. And of course, this is again the light Granny Apple Green. All right, so this one I'm good with. We're going to set that aside. All right. Another good way to do it is just to make sure, like I want to go right across here, because if you put this on dark paper, you might see some white on the edges. So just kind of make sure, and that's a good way, is just to hold it over that just to make sure you don't see any white. All right, so that is what I wanted for that one. Now this one here, the bottom of it, and I know it's hard to see because I've got it on this color here. I don't have a darker color. I ran out of I took all my scraps off my desk. Let's see. I have a little scrap. Here we go. All right. So I took the light smoky slate, and I'm just going to lightly go over this. For the rest of our cart, just to give it a little more texture. All right, I'm going to go one more right here, and then I'm going to go on the wheels again, just to make them a little darker. It's all going to lighten up, so you might not even be able to tell the wheels are darker, but they are just a little bit darker. So we're going to put that over there. I'm going to glue it now so that it has time to dry. So I'm going to lay this down and just glue a little at the top, because we're going to be doing some more gluing, but for now let's just do these two right here. And what I did is this very first wire here is where I want that to go. So right there and then right there. Okay, so just drop it. You just don't want the back of your cart to come out farther, and you don't want it to be too far in the front because it'll tip, you know, if it were a real cart. And then what I did is I picked it up and just make sure that the bottom portion goes right up to the top. So you've got that little bit of support there. Hey, Julie. All right, so we're going to set this aside right now and let that dry. So we'll just move that over. All right, so I have a bunch of these. So let me just grab one of my 3 here because I'm coloring. All right, so now I'm going to go through and I'm going to tell you the colors as I go. And then you know what I'll do is I'm going to write all the colors down for you. Because when the stamp set isn't available to purchase, I don't really post everything at the bottom, which I probably should have. So the light granny green, okay, we're going to abbreviate here. And then the light smoky. All right, and now the first color we're going to do is we're going to do the light and dark, and we're going to pull out the pool party. Okay, so the pool party, dark and light. So we're going to do, I'm going to do this one here. And these are all the same gift bag. So there's one stamp for a gift bag. So I'm going to do the light first. And I want to make it look like it has a little bit of texture. All right, so there's the light. And now we're going to come in with the dark. And for the dark, I'm going to take, this one's getting a little dry, but I'm going to start it at the bottom and just kind of feather up. Okay, make sure you get that little edge there. And then I'm just going to color that bottom in a little bit right there. Just like that. So now, oh, you know what, I'm going to come in a little closer. So now it just kind of looks like it could be trees on there or just an ombre look, but it just gives it a little bit of color right there. All right, and I'm going to, a little white spot right there. So I'm going to get that. Now I'm going to take fresh freesia. I have dark fresh freesia and light fresh freesia. So light and dark freesia. Okay, I'll put that right there. I'll show it all at the end when you can see it. All right, so we're going to start with the light. And now you're going to do your tissue. This is my favorite way to wrap. I love putting tissue in gifts. I love doing it at Christmas time, where it just looks so pretty with all the tissue and all the wrapping, the bags. All right, we're just going to come in and color all the tissue with the light. All right, so there's the light tissue. Remember, that is really going to lighten up. You can already tell from the left to the right that it's lightening up. Now we're going to take the dark, and I'm going to take the bullet end part, and I'm just going to go right down these lines here, just to the right of them a little bit. And then I'm going to color the back tissue. Just so, I mean, you can't even hardly tell. If you look at my bag, you can tell a little bit. It just looks like it's just shaded a little on the back. So we're going to go there. And then I'm going to take my light lemon lime twist, and I'm going to do the handle. And these colors are going to be in these colors are off of the catalog. And I don't know if these are the exact colors the catalog did, because we don't have the recipe yet, I don't think, for the new catalog. But I'm just kind of going with my guess that this is what it was. All right, so this one is, we're going to do the light and dark lemon lime twist. Okay, so you're going to see the light and dark in a minute. All right, so that's the first bag. Then the second bag, we're going to use Bubble Bath, light and dark. And we're going to do the same on the bag. So let's do same thing. You're just going to lighten these up. It's raining now. It was kind of ugly this morning. It rained overnight, and then it got better, and it looked nice, and it cleared up a little bit. Then it got dark and cloudy and ugly again, and it just keeps not making its mind up all day, and it was supposed to be a good chance of rain. All right, so again, I just added, kind of like just adding a little ombre there. And you can add more or less if you want. All right, I'm going to leave that. Let's see, I'm done with the pink, so I'm going to move those over. I'm trying to move them as I go. And then for our orange, we're going to use Calypso Coral. Calypso Coral, I'm going to show you the difference here real quick. I'll show you on this. Oh, I didn't write this down. Did I? Freesia, twist, light and dark, bubble bath. And now light and dark Calypso. Oop. All right, so let's show you. Calypso Coral, this is light. And my original thought was that they did peach, but they did not. This peach looks really a closer to like a light pumpkin pie, whereas the coral is more of a softer kind of pinky peach color. So that's why I chose that color. I just think that's what they might have used in the catalog. So, all right. And again, you're going to do the same with the tissue. You're going to do your light color. And now it's raining outside. So I even got to go sit outside in the sun with my dog for a little while he was outside. And it was really nice. It actually got pretty warm until the clouds came over. So I was like, oh, okay, that's enough. It got pretty cold. But it was pretty warm when the clouds were there. All right, so we're going to do the tissue the same. And I loved how in the card, in the catalog, it was a really bright, colorful picture of this card that they did. So again, I decided I'm going to add some dark just to add a little. So that looks really, really dark, but look at this, how it lightens up. Okay, so it's dark, but it lightens up. The other thing you can do, if you think your lines are too harsh and dark, take your light again and just fan them out a little bit. And just fan that out a little bit, and it'll be fine. All right, and then we used light peacock. And we're going to use the bullet tip, and we're going to use the handle here. And then this is why I brought the peacock in to be my label. Kind of goes with the colors. Thanks for sharing, you guys. All right, now we're going to go to this bag. And again, we're going to go with Calypso Coral. I should have started on the left because now my hand is over these colors, but that's okay. It's such a quick color. You guys can probably hear the rain. My window's right here next to me. It's pretty loud. All right, so there we go with Calypso Coral, and that's the light one. Already wrote that. And now with the dark, we're going to do the same thing. Okay, so, and you can come up with less strands, more strands, whatever you want. There seems to be such a big difference with that I came back in with the light and I just kind of blended it up a little bit. Okay, and it'll kind of smooth it out a little bit. And then what we did is we took I did say the lemon twist. Lemon lime twist is light and dark. So So now here we are, we're going to do the light. And I'm usually a dark blend person first and then the light, but I liked that on this, I wanted those lines to be just a little harsher so you can see them. So I decided to do the light first. Plus it's easy to just color everything first. And you can always bring your light color back in if you want. All right, and then I took the dark. Again, just go down those lines. It just gives it a little more depth. And I decided to do those last little bit. And then the last color is for the handle. I brought in the Pretty Peacock again. And this is actually how I put them in the bag, just like this, in this order. So your Pretty Peacock and your orange are right next, not right next to each other. Okay. Hi, Diane. All right, so there we go. So see, you can really see that in there. Here, we can always go back in with dark and add a little more if you want. Okay. It all fades and softens, so don't worry about that. So we have our 3. I already cut them out. All right. So here are our 3, so I can use those later. All right, we're going to bring our card in. And let's go ahead and do our inside now while everything's just, the glue on the card is finishing up there. I decided I'm going to do Pretty Peacock. Oh, so here are the colors in case you missed them. And I'm just going to do a simple, clean card. You notice that the front of this card is pretty clean and simple. All right. I'm just going to keep it going that way. I'm making a bunch of these for March's thank you cards. So if you order from me, you will be getting this card. And I just thought, I love the front, the polka dots on the front. I love how clean and simple it looks, but colorful. So I decided to just kind of stick with that. I was going to do Pretty Peacock as the base, card base, but again, once I saw just how clean and simple this card was, I thought, you know what? I'm going to do a white card base and just add that little bit of Pretty Peacock around it. All right, so there's our inside. And then we're going to add this. We can go ahead and layer these up. Again, this has a lot of flat spaces on the back. So what I did is I went, as you guys know, I like glue on embossing folders. But what I did is I went all the way around because there was a lot of flat. And then I also took glue and I just kind of went in these little spots right here in the middle. Just a little bit to just add some glue. Now I want this circle to be on the bottom left side. Just because I wanted to try it a little bit different and see what I liked. All right. Look how pretty that is. So pretty. And this one is called Dotted Circles 3D. Again, it's one of those larger ones. So you could do them in halves if you want. That would have been kind of cool too. Because you could have put it in like this. And then turned it over. You know what I mean? So that both sides would look like this. And have the circle at the bottom. And if you want to put your focal point there and have it bursting out, it would be kind of cool. All right. then now I did the shopping cart and put it together. So let me show you how I did that. So I wanted my shopping cart to have some 3D to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add my dimensionals on these two first, the outside ones. And I just did one in the middle and one on top. One on the bottom, one on top. And then this one, I am going to do here and here because I really want it to kind of pop up. And then I'm going to do here too. So I want that bag to look a little more popped up. All right. So it's going to kind of be like this. All right. So let me show you. I'm going to add my bags like this. I'm going to put my cart here because you don't want your bags sticking out, right? You want them inside your cart. And then you're going to want this one about, I'm going to up a little ways. And then I'm going to add this one up kind of higher. Okay, so kind of like that. So what I'm going to do is I just kind of laid them down. Again, figure out you can kind of move them once you're in there. All right. First thing I'm going to do, because this is all popped up, you're going to want this one to be popped up too. All right. So what you want to do is I used the thin strips, the adhesive strips. I always cut my package in half because I rarely do shaker cards. And I do have a full length pack. Oh, I forgot I pulled some out already. So I like to use this. I'm going to cut this nice and straight right here because it wasn't. And then I'm going to start it. I'm going to turn this upside down because I don't want to go all the way to the edge because I don't really want to see it. So I'm going to come in just a little bit, but still on that one leg part here. And then I'm going to come almost to the end, right past the wheel. Because you don't need it to go all the way to the end, but I want it, I'm going to cut it at an angle. See how that bottom part is at an angle right here? So I'm going to cut that at an angle. And I think the adhesive went a little too close to the bottom. So just be really careful when you look straight down. I mean, obviously if you hold it like this, you're going to see it. But if you look straight down and you don't see it, then you're good to go. All right, now I'm going to take my tweezers here and hold it, and then we're going to put glue. And we really only need to put glue across our bottom here. I'm going to go up the sides. I don't go all the way up. And I'm going to go across the center. Okay, so you just want a little bit of glue all the way. And I'm going to do a little glue on the top. Okay, so I don't go all the way up the top, but I do go the sides. Okay, if it doesn't attach to something, it's okay. It'll just dry. All right, so I'm going to put this one here like this because I'm going to make sure that I don't see that. Now I'm going to undo this and I'm going to adjust this. And you know what I forgot to do is to take off my dimensionals in the middle, but that's okay. We're going to bring this one up right here. Okay, so everything is attached. You want to make sure your bags are inside your cart. Don't worry about your glue right now, it'll be fine. All right, we're going to turn it over. All right, and now what we're going to do is we're going to get our dimensionals off because I forgot. So we're just going to hold our bags down really quickly and get them off in case we have to adjust because Marcie forgot to take these off. We'll just get those off. Okay, because what you're doing right here is you're really just getting your other two bags attached to the center one. Okay, so that's good. And that looks fine. Now, don't worry about the glue. We're going to fix that, so don't worry about that. All right, now we are going to, what I did is I added, we're going to take these off so we can get it in its place and stop moving it around. All right, we're also going to pull this off. And now we'll bring, oops, I don't want to bring our panel in yet. I want to adhere it. Let's go ahead and put it on our card base. All right, there we go. A little bit of glue sticking out. All right, now we need our cart. So we're going to lift up our cart. The main thing is making sure your bags are still inside the cart, and they are. And I'm just going to put it right about there. Okay, now with a little bit of adhesive that you see, take your pick tool or your pokey tool, whatever you use. I just kind of rub it off where you can see it. Everything else is held by dimensionals and held by glue. Your cart is glued to your bags, and if it's not completely glued somewhere, it's okay. It's not going to go anywhere because you've got your dimensionals on there. So this is such a thin little line, the cart. I just want to make sure that that is all in there. Okay, perfect. And I think I'm going to do something a little bit different with this one than I did with that one, just because I think it'll be fun. And then I'm going to just put this nice bold sentiment right there. Yeah, the other big folder too, there's another one, Diane, that it's called the Swirls, I think. It'd be great with the coffee set or any set really, but the coffee set I think it's going to be perfect with. All right, we're going to take this off, and I like to have things touch just because it just seems like it's kind of together there. So I'm going to put that there. Now, what I did for my embellishments is I was trying to decide, and the one embellishments that I had were the Pretty Peacock and the gold ones, and I ran out of them, and so I needed to put something else in there. And so what I chose is the Adhesive Back Pearl Trios, and we don't have these to purchase yet. These are a sneak peek item also. Look how pretty they are. So pretty. I mean, the orange ones would also look gorgeous, but I thought these Pretty Peacock one with the iridescent color would look really good with this. So I'm going to do that. They're all the same size, so I just chose a flat spot to put 2 right there, and then I'm just going to put another one right over here. Okay, so I really liked that. The other thing I thought of doing, which I know is going to be like, oh, we do not have Winkostella yet, but it's hopefully on its way. It's coming. So if you have Winkostella, which now I got to look for. Well, that one looks almost empty. Let's see. Oh, I thought I had a Winkostella right here that was full. All right, hold on, because this one is empty. I have to get one out because I want to put it on. That one's empty, so let's try this one. All right, so for those of you that don't think your Winkostella works, a lot of people ask about this. I'm going to move my stuff out of the way. You want to unscrew it and take this black ring off. Make sure you take that off, because then this punctures in here and opens it up. The other thing you want to make sure you do is shake it. All of your mica is going to be at the bottom, or if it was laying down on the side like mine was. And I should have done this before I put it on the card, but that's okay. We're going to make it work. but I always like to have a little piece of something, paper. All right, you can squeeze a little bit and you can start to see it come out. And then I just squeeze a big glob, so you got to be careful. And now it's just a little bit on there, and that's just what I want, is a little bit. So I'm going to put that on my gifts. Like I have shimmer paper. And you don't want it to glob, and that's always, Wink of Stella sometimes has a mind of its own. See how it's shimmery? I always try to tap off first. And now I'm behind the cart. I don't want to get it on the cart, so be careful. If you feel like it's getting wet, make sure you tap off, because Wink of Stella does kind of have a mind of its own sometimes. And a big blob will come out. That's why I usually do it before I put it on my project. But that's okay. All right, so there's that one, and I think I'm going to do the purple too. So it just adds that little extra sparkle. And you can just feather it on there, you can do the whole thing, fill it in, whatever. Make sure you get under the handle. I like it with less Wink of Stella, like this one over here, a lot got on it. But I like the purple one because it's just a lot less on it. So there you go. We added a little bit of that. You could splatter it on there if you wanted. There's all kinds of stuff you could do. And you could just add it. Now the other thing I think would be fun to do is to stamp it and cut it out with DSP. And then your bags would be DSP. So there's some really pretty paper coming in that I think I'm going to use that for. So there we go. There are the two cards, one with some Wink of Stella on it, one without. One, I did the card over here, and then the circles are coming out and the cards in the circle. And then this one, the circle is just right here in the middle, and this is more symmetrical if you wanted that. So I just kind of changed up the circles a little bit. I kind of like the look of this one. I hate to see, I mean, I like to see that this is like right in the middle and then it's like, whoa, but I really like them both. I hate to see all this shimmer come out so quickly. It seems like, oh, I know, it does. And usually like I'll be coloring more items. And so I usually do a lot at a time. So it's usually not an issue, but you got to be careful. It doesn't goof up your project, but there you go. And then I did the things inside. So for those of you that purchased this month, you'll be getting this card from me. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you joining me on a Saturday, not my regular day. But tomorrow, again, I'm going to be with family, so I will not be here tomorrow on my normal day. So thank you for joining. Don't forget, bingo in May. You could register for that. There's a link below. There's also a link below for Paper Share. The Paper Share is open now for registration. I have been asked by several, can you get more than one kit? Yes, of course you can. So if you want 2 Paper Shares, you definitely can. Just put the quantity of 2. And I mark that down and make sure that you'll get 2 of them. Also, right now, if you purchase $100 or more from me using my host code, then you will get a free medium flat rate box. They are not ready to mail yet, but when they are, I will get them shipped out and mailed to you. And let's see, I think I said right here, start shipping March 25th. So it will be this next week. I'm just pulling, you know, I still have tons of items that I need to purge from my room. And then, of course, more stuff will be coming out once we get through this year and start our new catalog. So A lot of stuff going on in April, which is why I decided not to do a bingo in April, so that I can, as you see, my shelves are starting to get cleared up a little bit, and I'm kind of doing the switch over, but my other stamps are still being used, and so we'll slowly get everything over, because I have a retreat on the 8th, so I'll be gone for a few days, and then again I'll be gone on the 28th. I'll be also leaving for the incentive trip. So thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate you very much. I hope you enjoyed the video, and more new items will be coming soon. Thanks a lot, everybody. Bye.